Hello everybody, Samurai Carl here with another guide. I want to go over the tempering system in 5.5 going into 6.0. I've made a lot of changes in the last couple patches. They've completely revamped the tempering system. You no longer get a temper that has a chance to go between like 5% increased damage to 15%. So they removed a lot of the RNG. There is still some RNG and getting your stuff tempered, and it kind of gets harder as you go. So let's kind of get into this first slide here and go over tempering. So here are a weapon and a piece of armor that I had screenshotted here, and it looks like I'm at plus 18 trying to go into plus 19. So as you can see my labor cost, you can see the gold cost, and you can see what chance I have to fail. So it looks like I have a D grade chance. I can't crystallize, and it can't blow up. So I have a 30% chance to succeed. So if I was going to use a charm, I could probably get that up 2 times to like 60% with a good charm. Or if I had an anchoring charm, I can actually prevent the downgrade chance. So those charms are buyable right now in 5.5. You can buy them in the credit shop. You can buy them in the honor shop. There are a couple that you can't buy anywhere but the credit shop, and we'll get into that here in a second. So as you're going along and trying to temper up your gear, it does get harder and harder as you go. And right now, plus 1 to plus 20 gives you 1% increased damage or armor up to plus 20. So after plus 20, it only gives 0.5% all the way up to plus 30. So it's very imperative that you get your gear up to at least plus 18 or plus 20, because that's going to give you the best benefit for your money. As you push your gear higher, it's going to cost you more and more money and honor to try to get it to plus 30. So let's go over the next slide I have here, which is your tempers. So I have a solar temper, which is for weapons, and the resplendent solar temper, which is also for weapons, but it just gives you a plus 2 instead of a plus 1, and that has you a great success chance. So it's like getting a resplendent scroll. You use a resplendent temper, you have a chance to going plus 2. Same thing with lunar tempers, but these are just for armor. With the resplendence, you have a chance to going up twice and getting a great success. So these resplendent lunar tempers are kind of difficult to craft, and we'll kind of go over their costs here in the next slide. So, and you can see that the lower tempers, the base ones that you get from drops, cost 200 labor to attempt, a plus 1, and the resplendent cost a little bit less labor, and this should be pretty straightforward on the labor cost. It doesn't really change. Just your percentage of success will go down as you go higher. Let's move on to the next. So acquiring these right now, outside of the credit shop, the only way to get them is from crates, and these are from ancestral crates. These only drop in a couple zones, and there's zones with ancestral level mobs. So there's going to be your Western Haram, your Eastern Haram, Aegis Island, and Whalesong Harbor. So Aegis and Whalesong have the lowest level ancestrals. It's actually the easiest place to farm. When you just get out at 55 plus and you're in those low 1 to 10 ancestral levels, it's a really good place to farm. Eastern is probably the most difficult, and Western's kind of mid. You can probably farm it there about 5 to 6k efficiently without too many consumables. So just pick your poison. Some classes are going to be better at solo farming than others. So, just kind of pick what's best for you. So, moving on to the next slide here, I have the crafting costs for the resplendent tempers. So, previous slide I should go over tempers. This is how to craft the resplendents. you'll have to use 10 of the basic tempers you get from crates, 10 moon or sun points, and then 1 lucky sun or moon point. They're kind of expensive, but these are really nice if you're trying to get to plus 30, because you get these resplendent tempers and an anchoring charm, and just go ham. And you'll eventually get there without downgrading. It's just going to cost you a bit of gold. So moving on to the next slide here, we have the charms. So as of right now, I know the only charm you can get outside the credit shop is the anchoring charm, which is actually the most important charm. The resplendent tempering charm and the regular tempering charm are credit only as of 5.5 on Legacy. So I don't really know how they're going to add those to the game in Unchained. I'm guessing it's probably going to be loyalty or diligence coin tracks. Not too sure, but we will see. Hopefully when PTS comes out here in a week or so, we'll have a better idea what's going to be, available for farming and what's going to be, in the ARC passes. So on this last slide here, I kind of have a summary of everything we went over. So solar tempers upgrade weapons, lunar tempers upgrade armor. +1 tempering gives you 1% stats up to +20. And then after that, it's 5% all the way up to +30, which means at +30, you have an increase of 25% to your P-Def, M-Def, or M-Attack or P-Attack. And then the gear at +18 or higher has a chance to degrade. So when you're trying to up it to +20, you do have a chance to go back to to 17. So Awakening Gear at +20 or higher. So if you have a higher piece at tier 3 that's like +22, you do have a chance to downgrade to -2. So do keep that in mind. That's really the only thing that you can lose from Awakening, because normally everything else is going to stick. Your gems, your Lunafrosts are going to be fine. So the basic tempers, lunar and solar, primarily come from ancestral crates. Basic tempers can be upgraded to resplendence, and then anchoring charms prevent your gear from downgrading. So, and then they have a couple tempering charms that are just credit items at this moment, and that's the tempering charm that gives you a 1.5 chance to succeed, and then the resplendent charms that give you a 2.0 better chance of success. So with that being said, I do stream 3 nights a week, and it's Monday and Wednesday and Sunday. So I will have that in the description below. And I also have a Twitter if you want to follow me on that. I have a Discord if you want to hang out and chat with me during the day. I'm more than willing to answer questions in general chat if you want to hang out. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you all some other time. But please comment, like, and subscribe. And hopefully we will see you on the flip side. Have a good one.